We spoke to Rosa.
Okay.
She's got three children, school in her district. So it's not one of the best learning environments for her children. There are private schools in her area. The cost in relation to their current income is a bit of a stretch. She did hear that there's some program, something coming out, but she's not really well informed and wanted to know if you knew anything.
Hey, thank you for your question, Rosa. As a father of four, Radia and I, we totally understand the importance of providing our children with the best education. All right, Bill 233, that's probably going to get us into the game when it comes to that because it just recently passes Georgia State Senate. It's a $6,500 voucher that covers the cost of homeschooling and also private costs for private education. All right, one thing I like about the bill is that it doesn't box you in. You don't have a contract with the current schools and you're able to transfer to other schools. And also, when you transfer, they have to provide you the information you need for your child to be enrolled in that school. So I think that's a start living in a community with underperforming schools. And one tip I can actually give you is this. Radia and I, we found out that our child, he wasn't really doing well because she wasn't challenged. So what we did was basically engage the teachers. And what happened was we tested her. We had her tested, and she found herself in honors classes. And believe it or not, there's honors programs in all of these schools that perform very well. Unfortunately, they're overshadowed by other programs that's not doing too well. So I just, before you make that leap, just work with the school system, see if they do have honors programs that your child can actually squeeze into. And if they can, you probably have a better grade of education that your child is going to receive during their tenure at the school.
That's
So I encourage you to not just bail, from the school system. $6,500, that's great. But to be honest with you, that's not going to be enough to pay the tuition costs for private school. Try being more engaged into your school systems and with your teachers, and I guarantee you, you'll have a better product. And the better product is a highly educated child.
Robert. Could you give Rosa a bit of a background as to ways in which her and other parents can get involved in improving an underperforming school by selecting the right people and also being aware of what's going on in that school system?
Well, Rosa, I would say it like this. If you go to storevoteforgeorgia.com, there's a t-shirt that I love. It states, "You work for me, we work for you." All right. And you have local elected officials in your school board that, I mean, look, they're very adamant. They work with the teachers associations and teachers groups, and to, one, not only just to provide the teachers and administrators with great benefits, but to also provide a great experience for each student. Before any book in mass droves that's inducted into any library, school library, it's actually reviewed by the school board. Someone within that school board staff is reviewing books and educational materials that's going to be introduced into your children's curriculum. I encourage you to actually take the time and review the materials that your children are using as they're using for their educational platforms. Because I found this out. Sometimes you see certain things as being taught to your child that you learned in sixth grade, but they're getting it in eighth grade, and that's a problem. Why are they, going backwards? You want them to move forward. You want your child to be challenged. So, in order for you to actually maximize that, you have to get involved. Also, talk to your school board representatives. They have school board meetings all the time. You're invited. It's a public meeting, and if something's not right, hey, look, be that agent of change. Sometimes we need people to step up in the community and put their name on the ballot because honestly, just because someone's elected official doesn't make them a leader. All right. We need leaders. We need leaders that's going to lead our community to the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years down the road and stuff. We need not we need proactive leadership, not reactive leadership. A lot of things that we're doing with this House Bill 233 is reactive, all right? And that's because, there's a void where parents and educators and administrators aren't stepping up, all right? So we have to get involved. And my role as a state representative is once everything comes together at the local level, then we could put legislation together so that we can come up with a bill that's going to better suit not just our community, but Georgia as a whole. If we're having a problem in one community, trust and believe the same problem resides in other communities. That's why our motto and what we're talking about is vote for Georgia, because what we do is focus on Georgia. We need to make sure Georgia educational systems is at its peak because our children are our future.